Gauteng Police Commissioner Mthombeni is leading Operation Shanela in Alexandra today. That's in the north of Johannesburg. He's joined by senior officials and other law enforcement officers to try bolster the fight against crime in that community. Watching developments for us is SABC News reporter Calvin Dludla, who joins us from the streets of Alexandra this morning. That community, Calvin, notorious for some of the sometimes most violent crimes we've seen around the city. What have officials there found so far?
Good morning to you, Ayanda, and to our SABC viewers at home. We saw a gentleman who was running here. We don't know why he was running, but he was apprehended by the members of the South African Police Service. He was handcuffed and taken to the back of the van. So you remember when I crossed with Morning Live, I did mention that senior officials from the South African Police Service are here, including those from their corporate communications unit, and also Deputy Commissioner Fred Kekana and the Commissioner Lieutenant General Mthombeni is also here. So now let's engage with the Provincial Commissioner about the strategies now and the technology that police officers are using to combat crime in this province of Gauteng.
Thank you very much. Greetings to viewers at home. Really appreciate for this opportunity. Let me say we thank Business Against Crime South Africa. 2 days back, I had quite fruitful meeting, teaming up with Bidvest, the management, which more so for this area, though there is also some sort of a special attention in Soweto. Here in Alex, you can see here we're currently on this roadblock. You can see we're using the technology which we have from Business Against Crime South Africa. It's automatic number plate recognition. I must just indicate with the meeting which I had with them 2 days back, we had also discussed for the implementation of the drone. Though in the South African Police Service we do have the trained or the pilots for the drones, but Business Against Crime South Africa, they have offered that they're bringing one of the technology which has to be implemented in there. We're going to also to put also an operational center where we will be in a position to can see the activities happening in Alexandra in a real time. So it is quite important to indicate that in terms of technology, as we have, or it was reflected in the policing summit in Kempton Park, you could see there we are having the photo imaging system. We're having checking the fingerprints if people they are not wanted. So we're having quite a number of issues which we deal with in terms of rolling out technology over and above the CCTV cameras.
Okay, let's talk about Lieutenant General Mkhwana's in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, your colleague. He said a lot about challenges in the policing sector, including policing issues in this province of Gauteng. I remember we were with you when some of the criminals were thwarted there, and you told us that you are working hand in hand with other provinces to make sure that you kept crime. I remember those who were inside were fatally wounded, and you praised your officials. So now let's talk about corruption activities or allegations of corruptions that Lieutenant Mkhwana has raised, especially now in Gauteng.
Okay, thank you very much. Me and you will know. It's on the public domain. Since that press briefing, we know that this matter have since came before the head of the state or the president, and the president have pronounced on the commission of inquiry, of which issues will come out of that. And I must just indicate that indeed we're working closely with KwaZulu-Natal. You'll recall on the 10th of May we had a cash in transit heist in Don Park, where we had the team from KwaZulu-Natal led by Colonel Governor, who is for the DPCI or the Hawks. Also last week Thursday, it was also that team with our team where we managed to unmask these cash in transit heist, where they try to engage our police officials and the police officials together with the security industry. We managed to thwart those 5 fatalities. I must just indicate that in relations to the specific case in particular, which KwaZulu-Natal came for in Gauteng to work closely with us, that it is the case, but you have to take note that as the South African Police Service, we are South African Police Service in South Africa. We work closely together with other provinces. You are Mpumalanga, you are Northwest, to name the few, Free State, and so on and so forth. But having said that, in that specific case, we had a multidisciplinary team, of which were led by counterintelligence from a head office, where we ultimately arrested or unmasked these people who were doing some typical type of organized crime. We ultimately arrested 4 people, including a police official, and out of those arrests we got AK-47, the magazines, the 4 pistols, of which the AK-47 currently is the talking point, which is linked with quite a number of people. So indeed, we work closely with the other province, but specifically KwaZulu-Natal, we're collaborating quite closely with quite a number of issues.
If it happens that you get an invitation from the commission to come and testify, what would be your reaction?
The commission is having terms of reference. As me and you know, we have been sitting in some of the commissions, and I should think it will be clearly to reflect as to say what are those issues of which I'm supposed to go and appear in the commission, and it's a common cause that if I happen to be subpoenaed, of course I'll go there, but will be the terms of reference to say what is that as the PC of Gauteng I'm supposed to be testifying about.
Do you think police did a bad job in the Mthombeni case, because that case was withdrawn eventually?
We do have quite a number of cases which we investigate. As we investigate, when it comes to court, before the court, the process unfolds. When the process unfolds, you find that the case is either is not placed on the roll, and the court will reflect to say what is that what they require in order to place the case docket on the roll. So that case is similar to the other cases which have come before the courts.
We all know that it's all good to arrest illegal immigrants, especially or those who are found with drugs, but there are big syndicates behind that. How are you dealing with big syndicates now that are operating within the province of Gauteng?
The issues of big syndicates, I should think, is a testimony in terms of what is currently happening, and people who are, of course, appearing in the courts, in our courts of law. And as we have also indicated, last on our crime statistics release, it was on the 5th, and then I think I was with you. You can see that we are clearly making an inroads in terms of the process flow of the courts. For example, you'll recall when we were issuing the crime statistics, I have indicated that we had an inroad in terms of the successes relating to the number of arrests which we have made, for example, illegal possession of firearms, we had over 1,035. We had, of course, the issues relating to the murders. The murders for that quarter, the last quarter which we have released crime statistics, we arrested over 108 suspects. And the total arrest, for example, for Shanela, which includes quite a number of crimes, is 28,851, of which out of that, we had 8,110 illegal immigrants. And more so, what is important in terms of the gender-based violence, one can indicate that we were in a position to have seen 1,135 cases which went through the courts, and we managed to put 102 offenders. Out of that, we had 28 life imprisonment, added to 900 years imprisonment. And we also added, in terms of the awareness campaign across the province, 127, of which we managed to reach over 2,300 individuals in terms of that. So this work speaks itself. You can see that we're making inroad of any kind of any type of a crime, being organized or being illegal in the country.
Let's talk about Jerry Boshoga. Brigadier Atland issued a media statement earlier saying that it's not true that he was found deceased.
Yeah, I would say the case have been reported within this province in one of our police station, and we have since done the investigation. We have since linked with the National Head Office. There's a brigadier who lead the investigation. I've just spoken to him. What we are calling that people should refrain from reporting unverified information. There has to be some kind of responsibility within people who are doing the reporting, that let us be responsible in terms of reporting. I have spoken to the brigadier who lead the investigation, even while I was here waiting for this interview, and then I've spoken to him. So we can say we are still continuing with the investigation. We haven't made a breakthrough in terms of this kidnapping. We are still probing and collating the information which will hopefully lead to uncover as to say what exactly has happened.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Lieutenant General Mthombeni. You know, he is the Provincial Commissioner of the South African Police Service in this province of Gauteng. We engaged in a lot of issues. We spoke about allegations made by his colleague in KwaZulu-Natal. We also spoke about Jerry Boshoga. But when it comes to the business of the day, Operation Shanela, high-density operation, police officers are here, as I have mentioned earlier, that this is one of the highly populated area. I'm talking about Alexandra Township. So we will be monitoring the situation here. But what we know is that there are a lot of criminal activities that are taking place in this area. People are getting marked almost on daily basis. People are being robbed of their cell phones. People are hijacked. People are stabbed in this township. So police are here, and I have to say for now, because of time, I hand back to you in studio in Auckland Park.
All right, Calvin Dludla live to us there from the streets of Alexandra. For now, thanks very much indeed. It's a developing story sharply on our radar, which we'll certainly keep tracking for you throughout the course of the day.